When it comes to hunting in North America, and specifically out in the Rockies and Alaska, there are no two more iconic predators than the grizzly bear and the wolf. You know, every time you think of going out here, you're wondering, am I going to run into them? And when I do, and if I do, what is that going to be like? And for us, this trip just kept getting better and better. Colton had taken this awesome moose. We got it all worked up and down to the beach, and we had to hike 4 miles back to our camp and grab our raft and come back to float this moose out. And we had no idea that not only were we going to run into one of the most iconic predators, we were going to run into two in the same day and on the same pack out, and have one of the most incredible experiences of our hunting career. We hope that you enjoy this hunt as much as we enjoyed putting it together.
So we just got done breaking down this bowl. We have, what, 8 bags, I think? Yeah. Yep, 7 bags. That's a record. But 7 bags and the whole head here. What we need to do next, we're all packed down to the river. We're gonna go down and get our raft, come back up here and float everything else out. We gotta go grab our spike camp first though.
You know, one of the most incredible things about hunting Alaska is the fact that it requires total immersion. You can't just go out and day hunt it. When you travel out there, you are out there for however long, and even sometimes longer than you ever planned. But part of the beauty of that is, instead of just walking out to your tree stand or going and hunting a field and then headed home, is you are out there 24/7. And when you're out there, you see some absolutely incredible things. And now we are about 6 days into our experience out here, and we have seen so much activity. And one of the cool things that we saw that we haven't seen on past trips is we got into a lot of wolves, but we couldn't quite make it happen. Every time we saw them, they'd be off in the distance too far, or it would be too close to dark, or something would get in the way. Until today, when we were walking up through this brush, and I jumped this wolf at close range, and I hoped that we could get a shot.
Oh, there he is. Right on the other side. 300 yards. Got him. Got him. Got him, G. Keep your eyes out for more. Yep, I am. You hit him hard.
Let's try to see why.
Nicely done. Heck yeah, Jay. That is epic. He was right up here, G. He's just above the brush. Yep. Okay. Should be right out in here. He probably hooked left.
Here, give me your pistol. I want to shake you with this thing. I'm going to lose my ears. Oh, and you don't want to ruin the hide.
There's blood going out left. Right there, left. He ran out that way. He's probably dead in this swamp right here, dude.
I got him. He's not far.
No.
There's blood.
Blood all over it. Here. You hit him hard. He's probably just right out in the swamp.
Let's make sure we got blood.
Yeah, right there on the... You just touched it.
Let's walk right side.
Hey everyone, we are going to get back to this hunt in just a moment, but first I wanted to tell you about an opportunity that you have to go further in your relationship with Jesus. Whether you're somebody who's just exploring and has a ton of questions about Jesus, or you're new to your faith, we have an opportunity at Limitless Outdoors through our First Mile Discipleship program. In 2023, we are launching our online First Mile Discipleship groups. And what these are is it's an opportunity for you to be involved with 6 other people meeting on Zoom and going through the first mile together. So your questions can be answered. So you can go through and learn powerful practices and how to walk with Jesus, how to study His Word. There's going to be a ton of opportunity there. And if this is something that interests you, go over to our website, www.limitlesshunting.com/discipleship. And you can answer a few questions there and sign up for one of these groups. Our space is limited in these groups, but if you get over there and get signed up, we're going to put you on the list, and the first people that come are going to be the first people that get involved in it. So get over to our website, sign up, and begin the journey of pressing into Jesus and experiencing all of the promises and blessings that He has for your life.
There's blood spraying everywhere out here. There's that blood everywhere.
There it is. Done. Oh my goodness.
First Alaskan wolf, G.
Awesome. Dude, that was a perfect shot. That is a magnum wolf.
Oh my gosh.
Holy
Wow.
cow. That was a great shot.
Gee. Yeah. Wow. What a day.
Dude. Crazy. Thank the Lord. That is just crazy, all of His creation, isn't it?
Oh my
That
goodness.
was as good of a shot as they come.
Yeah. Here, do you want to grab this front?
Excellent shot. Thanks. Here, jump down here. This is beautiful out here. This is incredible. This is what in the top 50 days of my life, no doubt about it. Maybe even higher than that. This is incredible. Big fish, ptarmigan, just abundance. We come from where we're from, where man has been just all over it, and it is ridiculous. I mean, man truly does destroy everything. Like everything, there's so many. Our quotas are lower. You animals, you go out there and you go for days and you don't hardly see anything, and you go fishing in the creeks and you catch a 8 or 10 inch creek. But up here where God created it and put the animals and man hasn't touched it hardly, man still touched it a little bit, but man hasn't hardly touched it. There's just abundance. And that just tells me that living in the way of the world and going after all the things that the world says is awesome, there's nothing awesome about it. There's not abundance there. But chasing after God, there's always abundance. And we grow up, we go to school and everybody tells us we got to do this and we got to do that, and you got to get this type of job, and then you got to do all these different things. And the reality is at the end of your life, maybe you do it the way the world tells you to do it, and at the end of your life you have some retirement and some money saved up and a house and a couple other things, but you spent 50% of your life, 80% of your life working and worrying about bills and everything. And then there's this life with God. And Jesus says, the thief only comes to rob, kill, and destroy, but I came to give life and to give it abundantly. And we're all chasing after the abundant life, and God is the possessor of that abundant life. And if we're chasing anything but God, we're headed for a dead end. But when we chase God, He leads us into these abundant places. And this is just such a great visual example of that. This is an abundance right here. And I think of my life before Jesus and after Jesus, and it was just scarcity mindset. Got to get more and more and more because you're going to die, and you got to enjoy as much life as you possibly can. And then you come to Jesus and you realize that you have eternal life, and I've got 10,000 years and I'll only be beginning to enjoy Jesus and all of his abundance. Eternal life is a quality of life that starts the moment you give your life to Jesus, and that moment can be today and right now. And I want to just challenge you. If you've been chasing after the way the world says you got to live your life, and that's the only way you're going to be successful and happy, you're headed for a dead end, and you're never going to be happy, because man destroys everything we touch. And with God, there is abundance. And he's inviting you to a relationship. He's paid for all the junk, all the mistakes, all the sin in your life. He went to the cross, he paid for that, and he defeated death, the thing that you have to face that's limiting your life. He defeated that and made a way for you to pass through it as well if you put your faith in Jesus Christ. So I want to challenge you today that maybe today could be the first day of your abundant and eternal life with Jesus Christ. Go over to our website, www.limitlesshunting.com. You can request a copy of The First Mile. It's a resource that we wrote that'll teach you everything you need to know about who Jesus is, why you need a relationship with him, how to have a relationship with him, and then what it looks like to actually follow Jesus, a practical life guide for following Jesus and having an abundant life with Jesus. So go over to our website, limitlesshunting.com. It's absolutely free. We pay for it. And begin your first step in following Jesus and the abundant life that he promises and offers to everyone. Beautiful out here.
Here. Got them all tubed out. Looking awesome. Cannot wait to get this thing home. This is gonna be awesome. Have Dan Hooper take care of it. Now we gotta go float this moose out.
What a wild day.
After we got done skinning the wolf, we kept pressing up the drainage and got to this vantage point, and were able to look down and see Colton's moose all decked up on the river. What we also saw that we weren't expecting, though, is a big brown bear on the carcass, and we knew as we had to go in there, we were in for a little bit of a confrontation, and we were wondering just how it was going to turn out. Our biggest disadvantage moving in on this kill was that we had to drop down in the brush, and our visibility was extremely limited. So we tried to position ourselves in a way and be loud enough that this bear would know we were there and we could see him as far away as possible, which was not very far at all.
You got him?
Yep.
Get him?
We don't want any problems, bud.
They just wanna get the meat. Look how they're at.
I don't think he liked that.
Let's wait for some.
He's big. All the way out on the edge.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Video for a second. Back. Oh, there he is. Hey. Hey. How are you? For some reason, that's not very comforting.
No.
Here he comes. He's right there.
As funny as this may sound, the feeling I had with this bear is that he was feeling us out and we were feeling him out. And we were trying to decide between the three of us who was going to get to keep what on this moose.
Hey, buddy.
Don't you dare. Those are not to-go bags.
After only about a minute of negotiations, this bear decided that the decked up moose belonged to me and Colton and that the gut pile belonged to him. So he headed back over there and decided to bury it up before he left and let us come and get our stuff.
He's trying to bury the moose.
Dude, this here's an Arctic standoff.
He doesn't want to leave.
No. Should we back down and get across the creek?
Well, yeah.
Take the shallow spot?
Yeah, we're gonna load up with him 10 feet away. Keep that away. I can take care of this if you have a problem. You just get it on video. That is incredible. That footage of him walking by your moose. That's next level. All right, we're gonna have to take our moose back.
He's right there still.
The bush is moving.
Yeah. Bush just stopped moving. Oh, he's moving them again.
Turn back. Yeah, so here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna pump up your raft, and I'm gonna
Stand guard.
be a bear guard. It's not super aggressive. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. What these rototill do. That is awesome. He's way bigger than I thought he was when I saw him across the way.
Yeah.
Good.
Let's get it.
What a big bear. Hey, bud, look, we're just gonna get our meat. You're gonna stay in there.
Oh, there he is. Across the way. Left.
Okay, look at me. Okay, pump up your raft. Get out of here.
Nothing like pumping up a raft while you have a angry bear hanging out by you.
Yeah. We gotta get all those quarters in that raft.
Yeah.
Deal. Oh, get us out farther, Colton, towards the bank. Careful, you. There you go. Man, we're loaded heavy. You ready? Right out in the middle. All the way. That's good. That's good. It's perfect. We got above that rock. Stay to the left. Stay to the left. Stay to the left. We're gonna go right over that rock. Hold on. Yikes! Hopefully it'll push us over it. Okay, get ready for this fast water here. Keep us off that bank. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Is that not an accomplishment or what? Yeah, that's good. Hold on. Okay, go ahead. No good?
Heavenly. Oh god.
That bull is a cranker.
There's 3 on the front, right, too.
I just want to take a moment and thank you all for joining us on this adventure. And I want to remind you that this is part 2 of a 3-part series. So make sure, if you haven't seen it, to check out part 1, and be sure to tune in with us next week as we release part 3, when I take my biggest Alaskan moose to date. We end up seeing a ton of moose, a ton of incredible country. It's going to be by far the best video as far as animals and just raw beauty that you will ever see from us. So make sure to tune in next week and catch up on that adventure. And remember, until next time, it doesn't matter what you've done, it only matters what you do now. Jesus has an incredible life for you if you'll just quit going your own way and start following him. God bless you, and see you next week.